Bookshops are quiet, quaint places full of knowledgeable people and sophisticated sorts. Right? Not this one. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 hilarious moments from the Channel 4 sitcom Black Books.
Do you have to drink quite so much wine?
Yes, I do. How else are we going to get candles and empty wine bottles? Here's two for you. Get stuck in.
Before we begin, if you enjoy this video, please subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be focusing on the funniest shenanigans from the Bernhard, Manny and Fran-fronted show, from their alcoholic madness to their childish bickering. Number 10, The Cleaner.
Dirty.
Having someone parade through your house and criticize your cleanliness is bound to be frustrating. But this guy's on another level. Hired to sterilize Bernhard and Manny's despicably dirty living quarters, the cleaner, played by the gloriously creepy Kevin Eldon, acts like he's sent from another planet, hell-bent on sanitization.
Oh, the dust.
The place isn't that dusty.
Extendable brushes and wellies at the ready, he's a true pro, just a bit weird is all.
Filthy. Whatever am I going to do with you?
Number 9, Board Meeting. Speaking to a room of business bigwigs can be intimidating, especially if you haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Take Fran. She's just started a new job and has no idea what she's supposed to be doing. However, she somehow manages to blag her way through a board meeting using nothing but a flip pad and buzzwords.
Ask yourself, is this A, efficient, and B, productive?
Take note, people, this could save your life.
Are we, or are we not, a company?
Number 8, The New Boss.
I took a risk when I employed you, Manny. Don't eat muffins when I'm developing you.
Black Books is littered with cameos, but arguably the most memorable of all is Simon Pegg as Evan, the pro teamwork boss from rival shop Goliath Books. On the surface, he's a fun, energetic leader, but underneath, he's a controlling sociopath.
Go team!
From his strict no-smoking policy to chasing Manny with a razor, he's pretty much the worst, and Pegg delivers the character with an eerie but hilarious grin.
Manny! Come here.
Number 7, Locked Out. In what would eventually lead to Bernhard being shut out of the shop for a night, Black Books has a security door fitted. Overwhelmed by the numbers he has to remember, struggling to comprehend how soundproof glass works, and distracted by a little Sabutio man, the whole situation has Manny's head spinning.
The glass is soundproofed.
All right, the glass is soundproofed.
Fueled by Bernhard's frustration and Nick Frost's unfortunate impediment, this entire sketch is brilliant.
You know what you are? You're a beard with an idiot hanging off it.
Number 6, Jehovah's Witnesses.
Did your non-returnable outgoings for the first half of the year? Ah, thank Christ.
Nobody likes late-night knockers at your door, whether they're selling something or, in this case, they're preaching from the good book. However, Bernhard invites them in, seizing the opportunity to delay doing his taxes.
Right, let's go.
Well, to be honest, we've never actually thought this far ahead.
Baffled by the invitation, the Jehovah's Witnesses soon find that their host may know more about the Bible than themselves, and that he's got a few interesting life lessons of his own. Number 5, Piano Manny. Anyone who's seen Bill Bailey live will know that he's an extremely talented multi-instrumentalist. His musicianship comes into play in this episode, where Manny finds that he has a hidden talent for playing songs by ear. Not only is it funny to watch his shock and awe upon discovering his ability, but you can tell that Bailey is clearly having a laugh while filming. You kick that stool, you great big hairy man. Number 4, Wine Fit for a Pope.
Really expensive out-of-bound stuff. That's from the cheap and dusty wine on the right, not the clean, expensive wine on the left.
Any wine aficionados watching better look away now. After accidentally drinking a very expensive bottle of a very rare red, intended to be given to the Pope no less, Bernhard and Manny have to make haste and recreate the fine tipple.
Bernhard Black, he's mad, they'd say. He's insane. He's dangerous. Well, I'll show them. I'll show them all.
As you'd expect, they totally butcher it, using ice cream and twigs as ingredients, and it all plays out like a scene from Frankenstein. If only it were that simple. Number 3, Bernhard the Chef.
Shut up. I'm trying to make creme brulee.
To another awful food and drink experiment, this time in the kitchen, where Bernhard plays maestro. God help us. Committed to making their archaic bookshop fancier, Bernhard and Manny decide to offer a restaurant service, putting their hob and whisk skills to the test.
Where's the thing? It's on the thing, on top of the thing!
Many get burnt multiple times, food flies everywhere, and the food looks, well, at least they remembered the champagne.
Caviar and champagne.
Drizzle it, drizzle it.
Number 2, The Little Book of Calm.
Let go. Once in a while, you are a loose lily floating down an amber river.
Stressing about his job as an accountant, Manny bursts through the doors of the shop in the very first episode to buy a small therapeutic book. Accidentally swallowing it, he somehow manages to absorb its positivity and proceed to walk around like an optimist modern-day Jesus.
When you're feeling under pressure, do something different. Roll up your sleeves or eat an orange.
Talk about eating your words. But it's nothing a punch in the chops won't fix.
Have you ever noticed a calm person with a loud voice? Try and speak softly once in a while.
Number 1, The Children's Book.
No rules.
Yeah, sort of anything goes.
No, not anything goes! I said no rules!
They always say writing a kid's book is harder than you think. And you'll be likely to agree after watching this. Convinced they can pen an entertaining tale for children, Bernhard and Manny start to brainstorm.
That's rubbish!
Their creative process has its fair share of ups and downs, with Manny in particular stumbling on a few golden ideas.
He only eats licorice.
Manny, this is solid gold. Solid gold.
His best friend is a panda.
No!
Until Bernhard decides that nope, he's gonna have to do it all himself. The Very Hungry Caterpillar reads like War and Peace in comparison.
Instead of the Stalinist purges and the divorce and the investigation, could be about losing a balloon.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo UK and subscribe for more great content.